Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and I am talking about Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and this is the first in my Star Wars Force Awakens movie review series. My review is going to be so extensive, I'm going to need to cut it up into multiple videos. This has spoilers, so if you have not seen the movie at this point, this review, wait until after you see the movie and then watch this, because this has spoilers. Alright, so I want to talk about Kylo Ren. So Kylo Ren was by the way, I absolutely love the films. They were fantastic. They were 10 times better than I even hoped they could be. Just thrilled. I think it's a fantastic relaunch of the Star Wars series. There are a lot of things that go into that, and the first thing that goes into that is Kylo Ren. So I have a lot to say about Kylo Ren, and I'm going to jump right in. When you come to Kylo Ren, he's the main villain of the series. You are going against a Star Wars issue that's existing. Darth Vader is the most iconic villain that has ever existed. So I really feel he is definitely the most iconic villain certainly in modern history, right? Fiction villain, of course. So in order to create the villain for the Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, you needed to make a villain that was better than Darth Vader. And I think they 100% succeeded. J.J. Abrams and his team had a massive goal that they needed to get over, and they did it. And one of the reasons why is they built Kylo Ren on top of Darth Vader. And so it is my opinion that Kylo Ren is a much better villain than Darth Vader. I'm a huge fan of Darth Vader, let's be clear, but Kylo Ren is a better villain than Darth Vader for the following reasons. So why do people love Darth Vader? And why is Kylo Ren better? People love Darth Vader because he is crazy powerful, right? I don't even need to list all the powers that Darth Vader has because everyone knows them. In the first 1 minute of the film, you start with, in the first very, very early in the film, you start with Kylo Ren landing with an entire troop of stormtroopers, and he freezes a laser in the air. He just stops it. Somebody fires a laser. He's like, nope, I'm not going to have that laser go to wherever it was intended. I'm just going to freeze this laser with the Force in the air. And I'm going to talk and do a whole bunch of things while I concentrate and keep that laser frozen there, right? And then I'll release the laser later for it to hit whatever target is probably no longer there. This is unprecedented. This has never been done in the history of Star Wars. So this Force power that he's exhibiting, no one else can do it, right? So out of the gate, he does something right out of the gate. The first time you see Kylo Ren, he does something Darth Vader could not do. Throughout the film, Kylo Ren continues to do things that Darth Vader can't do, and which is amazing, right? So the second thing he couldn't do, Darth Vader in Star Wars Episode 4 says, "Oh, hey, Princess Leia, I know you know the location of Yavin, the secret rebel base," and then he has to bring in a torture droid to get it out of her. Kylo Ren says, I know you know the location of the map where Luke Skywalker is. I'm going to now use the Force to reach into your mind and take it out, right? Which he does easily to Poe Dameron. So again, completely unprecedented. Darth Vader could not do this. So at his very young age, Kylo Ren has Force powers that Darth Vader did not have, right? Incredible. Next for Kylo Ren is his critical scene. So, of course, in this film, Kylo Ren is confronted by his father, Han Solo, and there is this extremely emotional scene, which I thought was masterfully done. I think Adam Driver is a fantastic actor and really brought this character to life. And so at that point, Kylo Ren says, this is tearing me up inside. I know what I need to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. And so he knows if he is going to move deeper, move deeper into the dark side, he needs to kill his father, right? Which, if you're a dark side guy, that is going to get you where you need to be on the dark side. I mean, that's bona fides on the dark side is I killed my father, right? So he knows he needs to do this in order to continue down the dark road, and he does it. Like there's a moment of hesitation. There is actually a moment of hesitation. Darth Vader had that same moment of hesitation. Oh, here's my son, and here's my master. My master is on the ground, and my son is about to kill him out of anger, and then I can rule the universe with my son. Maybe even I can cut my son down, which Darth Vader tried to do for like 2 or 3 movies, right? At the moment of his critical decision, Darth Vader could not kill his, could not kill his son and seize power over the universe, which, for a Sith apprentice or a Sith Lord, that's what you want to do. You want to seize as much power as possible. Darth Vader hesitated, and then said no, right? Kylo Ren, when faced with his ultimate, dark force decision, said, yes, I'm going to kill my father, right? And that solidifies him as a far more dangerous, far better villain than Darth Vader. So basically he's more powerful, he has more will, he's more evil. All that makes him a better villain, right? And then in addition to this, so now the one area where I kind of want to back up a little bit is, where is he less powerful where is he less of a villain than Darth Vader? And why do these not matter enough to not make him a lesser villain than Darth Vader? Right out of the gate, his lightsaber abilities are not as strong as Darth Vader. But even Darth Vader wasn't the best lightsaber duelist. Lightsaber skills among the Dark Force users, definitely Darth Maul. I mean, that dude, I think he would have taken anybody in a lightsaber duel, including Darth Vader. Darth Vader had better lightsaber dueling skills than Kylo Ren. Didn't matter. Kylo Ren didn't need them because there really weren't any light side serious Force users who could use a lightsaber worth a darn, right? All there was Finn, who was completely untrained, and Rey, who was completely untrained, and so the other thing I'm going to back up. So he was. The other thing is, Kylo Ren is very volatile and he's erratic. My son said, "Look at his lightsaber; it reflects the type of Dark Force user he is," and I completely agree. His lightsaber reflects who he is, which is erratic. He is erratic. He has major anger issues, right? That was super clear, right? So I'm just completely a fan of Kylo Ren now, and I am taking my Darth Vader fandom and transferring it to Kylo Ren, because I really think he's just a better villain. And then, and I really loved Darth Vader. I think he was a fantastic villain for his time. Kylo Ren is the villain we need now, and so I really am a huge fan of Kylo Ren. The other thing, Darth Vader was more controlled and he was more calculating. But honestly, control and calculation, I don't really feel that they're really that needed for a Dark Force user. They're not the first most important thing. The first most important thing that you need to be a Dark Force user and to be the best Dark Force user is, in my opinion, is very clearly you need the ability to exact and do what you wish to do. And Kylo, when he was forced with his decision to kill his father, did kill his father. That makes him a full-on villain without hesitation. And I just think he's a fantastic villain. I really liked him. And the other thing is, I like that he was just a pure villain. Like in episodes 4, 5, and 6, Darth Vader was a straight-up villain. And Kylo is cut even more in that vein. And, not a lot of, we're going to redeem this guy and all those kind of things. They might go down that road, but honestly, it's going to be hard to bring him back, which I think is great. There are villains in this world. Good and evil are real. And and it's nice to see that reflected in the arts that we're enjoying. So I like that he's a pure, dyed-in-the-wool villain, and I really like that. So I thought that was excellent. The other thing I thought, that again I think just makes Kylo Ren an even better villain than Darth Vader is some of the ways he fought. He did things. There's even more things that make him better. Some of the things he did, the way he fought was just fantastic. So one, he is defeated by Rey, right? But in order for him to be defeated by Rey, so that's kind of points against him for being a great Dark Force user. In order for him to be defeated by Rey, he had to be shot by a Wookiee bowcaster he had to be, then injured by Finn with a lightsaber, and only then, with Rey completely fresh, was she able to defeat him, right? And I really thought it was a fantastic scene where he's been shot by a bowcaster, he's been cut by a lightsaber, he's still up, and he's hurting, right? And Kylo Ren's hurting. And he takes his, fist, he beats it against his side, he beats it against his chest, and Xavier, my son, had to explain this to me. He said, like, that brings more blood to that area, right? I just thought, he is in so much pain, he needs to keep going. And, you always saw Darth Vader, and almost nothing ever hurt him. But Kylo Ren took pain and used it, and allowed it to drive him the way a Dark Force user would. And I just thought that was fantastic. And also, I thought, too, he was kind of saying, like, okay, you've shot me with your Wookiee bowcaster, you've cut me with this lightsaber, right? And you've caused me this pain, but I will cause myself even more pain than you have. I control what is hurting me now, right? And so just the force and the control of this character, I thought were fantastic. And so a lot of people are going to say what the Star Wars movie is about. Star Wars is about the villain, and then everything you need to do to defeat that villain. And that's what makes the light side interesting. So the dark side has to be fundamentally grounded. And I think we have a dark force user absolutely fundamentally grounded in Kylo Ren, who is the new dark force user. And Kylo Ren, I'll say it flat out, is a better villain than Darth Vader.